three stocks that I think could have some outperformance coming in the near future, ranked 3, 2, 1 from the development of their technicals. By the way, I'll be sharing my buys and sells should I make any moves on these over at the Discord. The link is down in the description. The first one is going to be UiPath, which is number 3 on the list, followed by Teladoc, followed by Applied Digital, TDOC, and APLD, respectively, for their tickers. Guys, let's jump right into the technicals on each of these. So popping up trading view for you right here, we have UiPath, which is PATH, coming up on screen. There we go. So for UiPath, what do we got going on? Well, the RSI is at 49.54, meaning that it could just cross over 50 sometime in the near future. And the moving averages, even though we got a tangled mess here, we're down below the 20, but moving up on it after catching support down at the 50. Let's take down the EMAs for a moment. Just look at the simple moving averages. If we're able to get above the 200 and the 20 at 1277, if we're able to get up there, this thing could have a massive upside after it cooled down. It had its cooling period after its rise, if it popped on earnings up to about $15 per share, settling down about 20% from that until we reached down here, caught that support. Now it's a matter of, do we retest and get rejected at the 200 and sell further, or do we sit on top of the 200 and catch that rocket ship to that golden cross moment where we see things like the 50 crossing over the 200 day? Let me grab my paintbrush. That's this 50 here crossing up this way and the 200 this way. So that cross that you would have right there is known as the golden cross, which can be a bullish sign, and that does lag the price movement. So we absolutely want to be watching for this. We have the 20 and the 200 clustered up within about 9 cents of each other. Keep PATH, UiPath, on your list for those reasons. If we take a moment just to look at what we have for the exponential moving averages on this, there we go. Now we have green, yellow, red, much like a traffic light when we're looking at the moving averages. And we're on top of the 50. We have the 5 on top of the 50 as well. We're watching for the 5 to cross the 13. This can be a very early sign in conjunction with the RSI that bullishness is coming back into the stock. If we look at the weekly RSI, we're at 49.97. This thing could absolutely move up, showing a longer-term uptrend for UiPath after it's been wildly beaten down over time. We're down below the 50. We're the 50 week on this. We're also going to be down below the 200 week as well. This thing under some massive pressure, it actually got rejected at the 50 SMA most recently, which happens to be at 1258. So when we sit on top of 1277, which is that 20 day, that's going to be huge for us. And if we look at the exponential moving averages on a monthly basis, we actually got rejected off the 13 period as well. Let me take down the technicals so we can see this a little bit better on your screen. We'll put it right in the month. There you can see the ticker and the period chart in the background here. The 1 month chart for PATH sitting on top of that 13 is going to allow us a further upside on this. The RSI is still down in bearish territory, rightly for a sell, but if we can get on top of those moving averages like I talked about, that could give that upside that we're looking for, which could send us back up from right now about 20% back up to that $15-ish range, if not higher, if we catch that longer term trend. So that's number 3 on the list. That's PATH. UiPath is the company. Teladoc getting lots of attention. Number 2 on the list because we're down below the 200, so the trend is overall bearish, but we got the 5 crossing over the 50, which is absolutely bullish to see, following a strong volume day. And then we hit resistance on the second day, sold off a little bit, selling a little bit underneath that. And if we take down the simple moving averages just for a moment and see what's going on, the 13 crossing the 50, that's yellow crossing over the red, is going to be absolutely enormous for bullishness. The RSI at 64, so bullish but not overbought. If we go to weekly, we're at 48.29. This could signal a longer term trend after a full bottom consolidation. And then check out the volume that we got just out of 2 days of trading. It's bigger than most weekly volumes that came before it. It will likely exceed the volume that we got back here. And we're up above the 13. We're up above the 5 week on this. And if we can get that crossover, that's a further bullish sign that we're watching for. And if we go out to the month, this thing has not started really moving for its monthly trend. And we actually got rejection so far on the 5 EMA, the 5 month. If we can sit on top of that, if we can close up above it, I should say in the near term, through the end of the month of June here, especially if we can get on top of this resistance that we have right at 834, sitting on top of that 23.6 is going to be huge for us. Let's drop back down to the daily chart. Sitting on top of that 834, which we saw as resistance yesterday, 831 is where we peaked out at. Sitting on top of that is going to be wonderful for support and should coincide nicely, should build us a bit of confluence between the momentum that we have and the moving averages that we have. And then we would have it as support instead of resistance. Then we can take on this 200-day 895. This could beautifully turn into a golden cross situation. And then we're about 5 minutes till the market open. Right here's APLD. So Applied Digital had an explosive moment already, settled down wonderfully. Let me actually put up the technicals for you, and I'm going to take down some of the other things that we have on here that are going to conflict with your visuals of this. We actually are down below the 20-day, but we caught support down at the 50 Fibonacci retracement level, this 50% Fibonacci retracement or 0.5 level, whatever you want to call it. We want to sit on top of 1079. If we do, that should put us back up above the 20-day. So we could have temporarily been oversold on that. The RSI was settling back down from overbought all the way back down to 50. So in bullish territory. On the weekly, we're comfortably at 57.55. And on the monthly, we have just crossed back above that 50 on this one with amazing volume, just dwarfing the volume that came before it. So these top three that I have for you, these are absolutely wonderful plays. UiPath probably a little bit early. I will say that TDOC is right in the middle of things right now, probably doing its movement, and then APLD setting up for the next leg of its run. Guys, I'm going to share these technicals along with my other technicals, my other buys and sells, along with the other experts that are over at the Discord and the thousands of community members that are there watching this happen, supporting the building of alpha in portfolios, supporting financial freedom, that process, that journey, supporting the ups and the downs, learning how to play both using options, using technicals, using the technical strategy for trading known as the bread recipe, which, mind you, there's coursework for that down in the description as well through Stockmo Academy. He went finance to education. I went education to finance. I vetted the courses that he and Mrs. Mo put together. They are a match made in heaven. Not only the people, but also the courses that they made are a match made in heaven with the technicals and how to take advantage of them through options. Code word doctor, whether you sign up for the Discord and use the earner tier, that's going to save you 50% on the first month, or you sign up for the courses and you get just a massive one-time discount on the one-time lifetime access fee for those courses. Bundling those courses is going to give you that maximum savings. And guys, then you can really understand the impact of what I'm saying when I show these videos, how to take advantage of them more astutely, more accurately, when to time those entries, those exits, when that fire is really coming to those stocks. That will help you with the alpha in your portfolio and your trading accounts. And that can really also help you fill out your long-term investments and really help you in your striving towards financial freedom. And like I said, I'm just one of the experts over at the Discord. And you guys, there's a whole team of us there to support. Not only that, but there's tons of products and services as well that you'll find over there. Once you join that Discord, you have the bread bot, which can tell you when those big moves are coming to your favorite plays that are out there. It just keeps on pumping out play after play after play, and it is tight. And then there's also AI tools. There's advanced charting tools as well. And like I said, that community of thousands of members, don't forget about the power and the leverage that you can get from a community like that, calling out the opportunities that they see long before the technicals start showing it, because they'll see a lot more of what they're interested in the background, that you can go and check it out and see if it has legs. And that coursework that I had talked about will help you to understand better when those big moves are coming, like I said, to your favorite plays. And that can do amazing things to empower yourself as a trader throughout this process. Guys, let me know what you think of UiPath. Let me know what you think of Teladoc. Let me know what you think of Applied Digital as well. Are they definitely the stocks that should be watched right now for that next movement? Are they ones that are just going to peter out and die off again? Do you have other plays that you are interested in? I would love to hear from you. Guys, thanks for watching. I am Dr. Stock, Doctor of Education. Remember, my friends, that learning is earning. We'll see you next video.